Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how I monitor my profit and loss using a simple free Google worksheet. You don't need any fancy accounting software. A basic spreadsheet is more than enough. And I'll walk you through exactly how to set it up. First, open Google Sheets and create a new worksheet. We're going to build two tables. The first table is called Historical Record of Funding, Rate, Profit, and Loss. This table records the total USDT value in both exchanges, day by day. It's the most important table because it allows you to clearly see how much funding income you are earning over time. Follow my column settings. Column A is the date. Column B is the total USDT value in your first exchange. In my case, this is MEXC. Column C is the total USDT value in your second exchange, which for me is Bitunix. Column D is the combined total USDT across both exchanges. One important reminder here. If you want to accurately monitor your funding rate income, I strongly recommend that your account should be used only for funding rate arbitrage. If you want to trade spot or normal futures, please create a separate account. Otherwise, your trading activity will mix together with your funding income and your numbers will become confusing. The second table is called Historical Record of Funding Rate Arbitrage Investment. This table records how much total USDT you have invested into your arbitrage pool, because over time, you will probably increase your investment. And we need these records to calculate your true ROI. All right, let's look at an example of how I enter the records. Let's say on the 1st of January, I invest 1,000 USDT into the pool. I split it evenly, 500 USDT, into each exchange. After completing the on-chain transfers, I record this amount into the right-hand table. Then, on the left-hand table, under the same date, I write down 500 USDT for MEXC, 500 USDT for Bitunix, and a total of 1,000 USDT. On that same day, I set up a perp versus perp arbitrage position successfully. Now, all I need to do is wait for the next funding cycle. For the checking interval, I strongly suggest that you check your exchange asset values every day at a fixed time. This helps you capture consistent daily funding results. To get the total asset value on each exchange, follow my method. First, go to MEXC and open the wallet page. Then, go to Bitunix and open its wallet page as well. Because the market is always moving, you must capture the values at the same moment. To do that easily, resize both browser windows side by side and take a screenshot or photo quickly so you can freeze the numbers at the same second. After that, fill in the total asset value of each exchange into the Google Sheet. For example, on the 2nd of January, MEXC shows 505 USDT, and Bitunix shows 502 USDT. That makes a total of 1,007 USDT. To calculate how much you earned, subtract the total pool amount, which was 1,000, from today's total of 1,007. So the funding income for that day is 7 USDT. Now, let's look at the next day. On the 3rd of January, you inject another 1,000 USDT into the pool. So you record that in the investment table, and your new total invested amount becomes 2,000 USDT. Then you check both exchanges again, and maybe the combined value is 2,012 USDT. Since your pool value is 2,000, your profit on that day is 12 USDT. In a future lesson, you'll learn how to transfer USDT between the two exchanges to maintain a good arbitrage balance. Just remember, for these daily checks, all we need is the total combined asset value. If you want to know the exact funding you earn from each coin, each exchange provides a detailed funding report, but only for the last 3 months. For Bitunix, go to Wallet, select Futures Transactions, under Transaction History, set the time range to 3 months, and choose Funding Cost under Type. You will see all funding fees clearly listed. For MEXC, go to Futures, open the Futures statement, and select funding fee. You can also export the report into Excel for further analysis. Finally, if you notice that your total asset value is dropping for several days in a row, that means your net funding rate is negative. In that case, you should close your position and look for a better arbitrage opportunity. That's the complete method for monitoring your profit and loss using a simple Google Sheet. It's easy, it's free, and it gives you a clear picture of how much you are earning every day.